Hi there. So welcome to your feedback for week 4, assignment 3. Arianna, I think this is a really beautiful composition. I think that you really do have a strong sense of peace or calm in the composition. I would remove the birds. I think the birds are a little distracting. There seems to be some blue object here that I'm not really familiar. Maybe that's a lake. I would remove that as well. I think that the trees are fine. I would pile up some of the leaves maybe at the base of the tree to kind of soften up that harsh sort of contrast between the base of the tree and the ground. But other than that, I think it's a really, really great composition and shows a strong understanding of this week's concepts. Let's see, windy, the descriptive term is spring. This is definitely a spring-like composition. I'd like you to continue to play around with these shapes. And also want to make sure that you're turning on the mask layer on the design template so that you're cropping off the edge of the composition, just kind of tidying up the design a little bit more so that we have the format the same size as, say, what your classmates here is. So just making sure that you are using that mask layer element to the design template to crop off the composition. And I would throw in a couple of things that maybe you could do, like this swirling with some flowers or something that is even more of an element that we are used to seeing in representation of spring. I can kind of see those like flower-like shapes kind of swirling around in the sea of colors that you have in your design now. And tyesha, so peaceful, you want to really emphasize the blues, which you have done. Right now, the vertical stripes are drawing a lot of the viewer's attention because they have the highest amount of contrast to the background when just speaking of the blue colors. Obviously, they don't have contrast like the reds, but with the blues, I would want the verticals to be de-emphasized and the horizontal ovals to be emphasized because the horizontal shapes are going to be the ones that give the strongest sense of calm. Vertical shapes will give the sense of lift and motion or activity. So let's think about creating a composition where these horizontal shapes are the higher contrast and the more dominant in your design.